Hi, my name is Choncé with badcredit.org, and today I'm reviewing National Debt Relief in this video. National Debt Relief is a settlement company, which means that they negotiate with your unsecured creditors to help reduce the amount you owe on your debts. And when I say unsecured debt, I mean things like personal loans, credit cards, medical bills, collection accounts, and even sometimes business debt, or maybe even certain private student loans. One of the first things that really stood out to me about this company is that they let you start with a free consultation upfront and you don't have to pay any fees or anything for that. So fees only happen after they negotiate a settlement and a payment is made to your creditors. So you only pay something when they put you on a debt settlement plan that's successful. This makes the process feel more fair and performance based, in my opinion. So the whole system is built on three main steps. First, you do a free consult. Then they're going to build the custom repayment plan for you so you see what that looks like. And then you follow the plan until you're debt free and make your payments. So, on average, people can finish the debt settlement plan in about 24 to 48 months. And so, it does take some time, but it is manageable, especially if you don't have a lot of options to repay your debt and manage it. So, like any other financial service, though, there are upsides and downsides. I want to talk a little bit about the pros. One of the things I love about this company is that you get a free consult up front, which is great. I also love that the website is just very clean, professional, and really transparent. I really liked that when I visited their website. You could just find where everything is. And they also support and service several different types of debt, which is good. So definitely feels like modern, easy way to navigate the website and their services compared to other debt relief companies. But there are some drawbacks too that I want to point out. The first one is that National Debt Relief charges up to 25% of the debt you enroll. So this can add up. That's their fee. So once they put you on a plan, the fee is a percentage of the amount of debt you have. Could be up to 25%, which could really add up depending on how much you owe. Another thing is you have to stop paying your creditors once you join the program so they can negotiate those settlements with them. So that means your credit score will likely take a hit if it hasn't already. Another thing is that this process usually takes time, up to 2 to 4 years. So it's not a quick fix if that's something that you're looking for. All right, let's talk about how it works. So if you decide to move forward after the consultation, National Debt Relief sets you up with a dedicated account in your name. Each month, you deposit a fixed amount into that account and a third party payment processor manages it. So you're paying into a separate account, no longer paying your creditors. So as the funds build up, National Debt Relief negotiates with your creditors and they use that money from the account to pay off the debt as a settlement. So this company shares a lot of examples on their website of just real customer results, which is really refreshing just to see. I remember seeing one person who had over $18,000 of debt. They were on a payment plan of $390 a month. And then after 36 months, they paid it off, but they ended up saving $3,700 throughout that process by working with them. So, of course, your results can vary, but that's just a realistic picture of what's possible. You can also access educational resources on their website, and you have a dedicated specialist when you work with them who keeps you updated on your progress and can answer any questions that you have along the way, which, trust me, may come up. So now I want to talk a little bit about what debt they don't take, because I remember I mentioned that they don't service every type of debt. So mainly National Debt Relief works with unsecured debt. So they won't handle things like mortgages, auto loans, HELOCs, taxes, child support, or federal student loans. But if you're dealing with high credit card balances or medical bills you can't keep up with, personal loans, things like that, that is where they can really help you if you're struggling and you're considering a debt settlement company. So in order to qualify, you need to have at least $7,500 in unsecured debt. That's the minimum amount you need. And you need to have the ability to be able to make consistent monthly payments into that dedicated account. Also, this company is not available in every state, so just keep that in mind. They currently don't operate in Connecticut, Oregon, Vermont, West Virginia, or Wisconsin. But ultimately, I think National Debt Relief is a company that I wouldn't recommend lightly because debt settlement is not for everybody. If you still have the room to budget, to increase your income, refinance, consolidate, or if you want to try negotiating your debt on your own, you can always try those things first. But if you're in a place where your debt feels really overwhelming, or you're dealing like with major financial setback like a divorce, a job loss, medical bills, things like that, or reduced income for a longer period of time, then I think National Debt Relief could be a lifeline for you. They're one of the most reputable and well-known companies in the space, and the structure of their program can really help you finally get a handle on your debt instead of feeling like you're constantly drowning in it. So your credit score will take a hit though when you do anything with a debt settlement company. So just keep that in mind, but it's typically short term and your long-term goal should be much bigger, which is breaking free from debt and just rebuilding your financial situation. So ultimately, those are my thoughts on National Debt Relief and how it works. You can get started with a free consultation if you're interested. If you would like to read more about this company, I wrote a review about it, very in-depth, so that way that can answer any of your other questions. Thanks for taking some time to listen to this video, and I'll see you in the next one.